This morning, we have the honor of hearing from an esteemed member of today's class. Our student speaker is Kevin M. Streeter, who today will receive his Master of Business Administration degree with an emphasis in leadership and managing organizational change. This will be his second degree from the Graziadio School. He earned his Bachelor of Science in Management degree with cum laude honors in 2011 and received the school's George Award at that ceremony. A resident of Monrovia, Mr. Streeter is the Director of Surgical Services at Santa Monica's St. John's Health Center. For the past 5 years, he has applied his registered nursing experience in surgery and served for 6 years during his military career as a medic for the Marines. Earlier this morning, Mr. Streeter was inducted with other outstanding students into the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society. And last week, he received the George Award from the school's most prestigious honor. Please join me in welcoming student speaker Kevin Streeter.
Thank you, Provost Tippins, for that impressive introduction. It's much better than my Facebook profile. Time to update that. I have to admit, I have to get this out of the way. I was a little nervous when I woke up this morning about standing in front of all you in the audience today, but there's something about lounging around in a robe on a Saturday till noon puts me a little bit at ease. But on behalf of the entire graduating class, I want to thank you all for coming. To the administrators, faculty, staff, fellow graduates, I'm truly honored to have been selected to speak before you today. I'd also like to send a special thanks to our honored guest speaker, Lori Hart McGovern, co-founder and board member of the McGovern Institute for Brain Research at MIT. Lori, I don't know what you do at the Institute for Brain Research at MIT, but when you have the words brain and MIT on your business card, I'm guessing you're smart. We truly appreciate you coming here and celebrating this occasion with us. I would also like to thank everyone who's given their love, guidance, and support to each and every one of us throughout the years. Without you, the path that led us here would have been much more difficult. We may be the ones walking across the stage today when Mr. Vincent Way reads our names aloud, but you have all earned this degree right along with us. Fellow graduates, if you would join me in showing our appreciation to those cheering us on today. So when I heard I was chosen to deliver this speech, I did what every single commencement speaker has done before me, at least in the past decade. I Googled graduation speeches. Don't judge. I YouTubed and watched countless videos of commencement addresses. And apparently what I'm supposed to tell my fellow graduates today is that with this degree, we can change the world. That was by far the most commonly articulated statement in these speeches. Can we do that? Can we change the world? I have to admit that changing the world sounds a little grandiose to me. The namesake of this business school, George Graziadio Jr., was one who was not afraid to take on change. As a businessman, he developed over 100 shopping centers, and as a philanthropist, he donated to countless nonprofit organizations, especially supporting education. But one story that stands out to me occurred in 1962, when Mr. Graziadio was unhappy with the service he was receiving from his bank. So he did what any one of us would do. He opened his own bank. Let me say this again. He opened his own bank because he didn't like the service he was receiving. I feel like I'm doing something productive if I fill out the customer survey card. Well, George Graziadio felt like he could do things better, and he did. So maybe the answer isn't to change the world. Maybe it's to make something a little bit better. Maybe it's something as simple and meaningful as mentoring a student in the Pepperdine network, or as complex and daunting as fixing healthcare. If we improve enough somethings, then maybe we can change the world. But it doesn't stop with the desire to change something. After all, it wasn't Mr. Graziadio's entrepreneurial spirit alone which made him successful. He was also known to be a remarkable leader. Now, leadership is a topic that each one of us graduates knows a little something about. We've all taken leadership courses, read countless leadership books, led team projects, and now in our careers, many people look to us for leadership. However, the piece of paper we earn today does not make us leaders. We have to earn that label. Leadership is defined in many ways, but I truly believe that there is one defining trait that good leaders are able to demonstrate, just as George Graziadio did, and that is the ability to make those around them better. In 2010, I printed out an article written by our very own Dean Linda Livingstone, and I've held on to it ever since. I'd like to close by reading a piece of that article. She writes, "We all have the capacity for leadership. Leaders are not an elite minority blessed with a special gene. Leaders are not so labeled because of a job title, wealth and fame, or the accolades of admirers. True leaders, authentic leaders, earn the mantle because of the achievement they inspire in other people and not the accomplishments they hoard for themselves. Leaders are always surveying the crowd, asking, what can I do to help everyone I touch today reach their potential? How can I make a difference? How can I elevate my colleagues, my classmate, that stranger, and so forth? Then they act selflessly to ensure others shine. It is this remarkable affect that we must continuously aspire to discover within ourselves. Well, as I stand before you today, I am confident that as Pepperdine waves, we have the ability to be the rising tide that lifts all boats. Congratulations. We can take pride that we've made ourselves a little bit better. Go forth and do good things. Thank you.